Okay, what we have here is the infamous unboxing of my brand new tarot cards. Just came in the mail. And the first thing we see is packaging. Ooh, here it is. I bought the Between Tarot cards by Janine Worthington and Franco Rivoli. I was trying not to pronounce it as ravioli, so we'll see. I ordered them off Amazon, and it only took 5 days to get here. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's got that little magnetic closure on it. That's really cool. Because what you can do with these nice boxes is redo them. Although I don't know that I will do that with this one. Because what we have here, it's a really, really nice box. Oh, look, an Ouroboros. 2 of them. Interesting. This is by the same people that did the Before Tarot and After Tarot, which is, I haven't gotten those yet. It's what happens right before somebody, if it was a picture, what would happen right before the picture was taken, then what would have happened right after the picture was taken. And this runs on the premise of what happens between the tarot cards. Oh, look at the back. Is that gorgeous or what? That is gorgeous. You could do a whole series on the just the back alone. And then it gives you the thank you for purchasing. Oh, they're magical cards. Thank you for choosing this deck of magical cards. The Scarabo invites you to learn more. I don't have my reading glasses on. To learn more about your tarot deck and follow the Fool's journey into the fascinating world of tarot. Review the insider information on your deck. Huh. Learn to develop confidence. Reading from online video courses, to which I'm actually getting ready to do my own course. So I'll let you know when that one's available. Discover the meaning of the secret symbols on every card. Be the first to see the new cards from forthcoming decks. Oh, they want me to join this association, which I already belong to. Isn't it interesting? I didn't even realize that. Which means I could have gotten a 15% discount. Okay, so let's start out with, I guess that's just a cover card. Pretty cool, huh? Here, I'll do it up this way so you can really see it. So it's kind of reminiscent of the 2 towers from The Lord of the Rings. This is the Fool card. Interesting that he's already gone off the cliff. This is what happens. Okay. Interesting. He's let go of his belongings and his staff. And he, through, I guess, assuming faith, oh, look at the alchemical signs on his wings, decided to jump off the cliff, and he sprouted wings, but he had to do so blindly. And I'm assuming yet another, it looks like something glowy in his hand. And his Interesting, he left everything behind except that red ribbon. Oh, it's tied around his eyes. That's why he didn't leave it behind. Interesting. So we have the magician, who does not seem to have his usual tools with him, but he does have the moon, a chalice, the triple goddess symbol. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I see what they're saying. I get it. The Fool card would be here. The Magician card would be over here. This is what happened right after he got to the edge of the cliff, before we get to the Magician card. That's interesting. He decided to take that leap of faith and go, didn't he? So then we have the Magician card would be here. The High Priestess card would be here. And he's like, it's interesting because this half is dark and this half is like this lit from underneath here. That's very interesting. And he's holding just the chalice. And wow, there's a lot here. A lot. So this would be the High Priestess, which is the the High Priest card would be over here. The High Priestess is the equivalent of the Magician, who would be like the High Priest, and this is before we get to the Empress card. So this is in between the High Priestess and the Empress. So that would be, she's got lots of little butterflies. So there's lots of transformation. We have babies and birth, and red for root chakra, red for power. I don't know, but we're staying in balance with those two, the sun and the moon. Okay, I gotta do a practice reading for Della on these, because these are really interesting. So this would be between the Empress and between the Emperor. This is what happens between them, is commitments. Interesting, because the geese represent marriage and family and commitments. And they're obviously making a commitment because they also have some kids. That's really, really interesting. Huh. And then we have the Emperor. The Empress would be on this side, the Hierophant on this side. And so what happens between the Emperor and the Hierophant? Emperor, okay, you can see the Hierophant's got like his little priest robes on. So it's, I would say that represents new beginnings, spiritual journeys. Because here we have what happens. Wow. This is really cool, because this would be the Hierophant is on this side, the Lovers is on this side, and in between them they are making commitments to each other. They're choosing each other. That's very interesting, because the Lovers card, the woman's not looking at the man. Obviously signaling new beginnings, or it could be a sunset. That's, you know, happy endings. It could be a beginning or an ending. Doesn't really make any difference. That's interesting. So then we have the Lovers card, which would be the Lovers on this side and the Chariot on the other side. So there's actually, okay, we have elements of both. Here, the Lovers, she's not looking at him. As is with most cards, that would represent, I guess, temptation or fate. This would be a Cancer sign, which is a water sign, but we also have fire. Wow, this is really interesting. I will have to do some practice readings, because this is a whole new level. So with the Chariot, and this is probably about as far as I'm going to go, because, well, there's 78 of them. The Chariot over here, and Strength over here. So what happens, so we have Leo the Lion, we have mountains to climb. He's meditating, which is good, because he's going inward in his little spiritual journey. When we get to Strength, that's interesting. The Strength card is actually in between these two. I'm not even going to try that one at the moment, because I have this book, which kind of goes and tells you what it is. It's a bridge connecting transitional or intermediate route, or a phase between two elements of the adjacent cards. So it would have elements of both cards, but with a totally different meaning. So I will have to get back with you. Oh, okay. Well, that's what I do anyway, because each card is like a chapter in a book. So even if it's just a 3-card reading, it tells a story. But I have a feeling. Oh, look, this one says sliding doors. How many doors have you opened? Oh, this is going to be interesting to read. Oh, that's the new trend also, is removing the borders from the cards, signifying that our life has no beginning and no end. So that's it for the In-Between Tarot. For the meantime, I will have to get back with you after I do readings with these and read. Obviously, I've got to read the book, and we'll go from there. And they're slippery. They're nice and new. If you have any comments or you want to go through these with me, or you want an experimental reading, just give me a private message me, and we'll see what happens. I can't even put them away right now. I need to work with them. But in the meantime, like I said, if you want an experimental reading or more clarification about what it is, we'll learn it together. So, in the meantime, or in between, we will see you later. Thanks for hanging in there with me.